to talk about how to select by color range, and this can actually be useful in a whole bunch of different situations, mainly when we have difficult selections to make with our regular selection tools that we could instead select by a color in our photo. So I use this a lot as an example. When you're, let's say you wanted to change someone's hair color in a photo. Well, hair is a very difficult thing to select. But if I use this tool, selecting by color, typically the shades of someone's hair are the same throughout. So I can use this feature to select each individual hair piece and then change the color. In this particular example, we're going to use this motorcycle. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to select all the red pieces of the motorcycle. And I want to do it quickly. So here's how this works. I'm going to go to the Select menu. I'm going to choose Color Range. And it pops up my color range selection. So what you do is you have 3 droppers that we can use, and you have the normal dropper, a plus, and a minus. So the normal dropper is going to get us started. And I want you to watch this photo here. If I click on a shade of red, it changes that photo a little bit. Or not photo, sorry, but tells me what I'm selecting. Black is not selected, white is selected. I could change the fuzziness, and you see that fuzziness is essentially the number of shades of red that it can then select based on the color I've clicked on. Okay, so as I increase this, you can see I'm getting more and more and more and more and more. And that's because in this particular photo, it's quite apparent that there's red and then other pieces that aren't red. So what you may need to do is use the plus dropper. And what the plus dropper does, you can see I've missed some of the tank here. That's still shades of red I would like to include because maybe I want to change the color of the bike. So I'm going to get the plus dropper, and on the photo I'm going to add in that shade. You can see it change directly here. I can keep clicking with that dropper until it adds more and more and more of those shades. You can also add them simply by clicking on this area. So I noticed that's the text. I don't want to add that. Those are these white reflections, so I'm going to keep that the way it is. I'm going to press OK, and then it makes the selection based on the colors that I've sampled in that dialog box. It's an unbelievably useful feature for those detailed selections that would take us hours upon hours to do. I can do really quickly by using the Select menu and then choosing Color Range.